What's up, guys? Welcome to Run It Back. I'm your host, Blair Bomber, and I'm back from a nice, long vacation. Vacation, or should I say, Hazecation, because it was hazy because I drank. I don't want to say I drank too much on my vacation because I didn't. Because there was at least 4 days where I drank nothing. Like there was 4 days in Linden where I didn't drink a single thing. Now, if it had been 12 days of me just getting obliterated, then it would be more of a Elvis type run where I'm just gonna get wasted for this calendar year. But no, look, here's how it's gonna go. I'm going to break this into like a two-parter, right? So part one, I'm gonna cover kind of my time in Linden, my hometown, and then part two will be all of the shenanigans that took place in Seattle with the boys. That sound good? Sound good? You guys ready? Ready to get started? Should we get it going? First of all, peep the shirt, peep the overflow shirt. There's one place to drink in Linden, two places actually. Ciro's, where I got smashed at, and Overflow Tap. Both great establishments, both check them out. Check both out, unless you're the kind of person who doesn't drink, in which case you're probably somebody in my family. And that's probably why I'm the black sheep of my entire family. That's okay. It's okay, because I have more fun than anybody I know, and probably anybody you know, unless the person you know is just constantly getting sucked off by free hookers. Because I think that's what you probably want. You want free hookers, right? Because you want a girl who is, well, not a hooker. How about an escort? How about a free escort? Like a girl who does it professionally, so you know she's good at it, but is not going to charge you, so you don't have to have like the stigma of paying for poon. Like your buddy who's a really good barber, but then he cuts you for free. Like you wouldn't ask, why are you so good at cutting hair? He'd be like, well, because I do this every day, like all the time, probably 4, 5, 6, 7 times. But I'm clean. I'm a clean guy. I'm a clean barber, and sometimes I suck people off. You see how I mold the metaphors together? How I just like I'll run two of them until they fucking dock. Remember docking? Remember how funny it was when you heard what docking was? Hey, what's docking? Well, what happens? Oh, I will tell you about docking. What it is one dude and another dude, and then boop, and then finger trap. All right, let's fucking reel it in, Blair. Here's the thing. I went back home. It was the best, guys. I had such a good time. My dad, after years and years and years of saying he's gonna get a pool in his backyard, he waited. I think he always could have got it, but he waited. He waited. What did he wait for, Blair? He waited until I moved over 1,000 miles away, and then he put a pool in his backyard. Now, do those things have anything in common? Do I really think that my dad waited for me to move away for him to get a pool because he knew that if I lived close, I would never not be in the pool from the months of May until October? Yeah, that's exactly what I think happened. I think Eddie B waited until I couldn't get there in like a 3-hour car drive, and then it's not about that. It's not about that. It's not about that. What it's about is your boy got a good tan. I got nice and bronzed. I would say my forearms kind of, like you can't, because like the way that the light is hitting it looks more red. That's I got some sun today too, which is okay. I kind of have a leathery texture to my skin. Like a bee tried to sting me, and then he just like he got there. I can't get in. It's like, you know, when you see a safe, and I wonder what's in that safe. So you kind of like, maybe you touch it. You're like, and you're like, I can't get in there, and you just go up about your day. That's what happened with multiple bees on my forearms because they're so leathery. Is melanoma in my future? Probably. It probably is. Probably. Wow, Blair, you're saying probably kind of weird. Probably. Okay, before I go any farther, I want to give like a couple quick shout outs to like some of my good friends and listeners. And I can't consider you a good friend unless you're a listener. So shout out to the entire Varner family. You guys are the OGs. I love when like someone who like saw me grow up was like, oh, I heard that, I listened to your podcast, that thing you did about like doing drugs and then how much you love anal. That's great. I'm like, oh man, it wasn't for you, but I'm glad you're listening. Like Ed doesn't listen to this, and that's important. My brother does, and that's surprising. It's surprising because the things I say on here are things I probably wouldn't say to him or to anybody else that's known me for my entire life. I mean, Bonnie listens, but Bonnie doesn't have shit else to do. So shout out Varners. Let's see if I can remember everybody's name. There's Derek's the dad, Laddie, Lenny, Letitia, Lenny is the mom. Billy is there's twins, so Billy and Nylon. You're like, Blair, I don't know if those are the right names. Fuck off. If I say their names are this, they're this now. In this world that you are listening to, that's their names. That's their names, and I can't wait to see them in another 3 years. Like, oh, you got my names wrong. Like, well, you know what? Fucking whatever. His name is not Nylon, it's Niles. You know, like the British guy from Frasier. Well, Frasier's British, but then his name is Niles. You're like, why is his name Niles? And then you're also like, well, that's better than Chaz. Take a quick poll. Worst name, Niles or Chaz? Oh, what's their last name? Well, Niles' last name is Varner. That's not a bad last name at all. Strong last name. Chaz's last name is Cock. So I think that settles that. Shout out Chaz Cock. Good guy. Didn't get to hang out with him because it's like, when you're going to hang out with people, it needs to be a thing where we're both going to make the attempt, right? Like, you wouldn't go on a date with somebody if they were, like, hey, it's a 45-minute drive to where you got to pick me up. Nope, I'm not going to meet you in the middle, so just come all the way, and then you go all the way back, and I'm not going to make much of an effort. You wouldn't go on that date unless she was super hot. Then you definitely would. I would probably do that, depending on what her rack's looking like. I might get in there. I might make that 45-minute drive. Put a podcast on. Maybe this one. Maybe run it back with Blair Bomber. Maybe put that one on. Yeah, I'm mumbling. It's okay. Is my cadence kind of funky today? It's all right. I've been out of the game, guys. I'm coming back strong. Don't you fucking worry. Your boy's in it. But no, seriously though, I had a good time back home. I saw a bunch of people, a bunch of friends. I was very surprised at the people that were listening to this podcast. So for all you listening, that's fucking great. Thank you so much for the love and support. And I'm going to make you regret it by saying cunt too much this episode. Right? How many people do you think I lose per episode per saying the C word? Like, I know Bonnie turns it off. My mom turns it off the second I say it. That's why I'm going to start opening all of these episodes with, hey, welcome to Cunt Back. Cunt it back. Cunt it back. Why are you mumbling so much, Blair? Because you have a speech impediment. It's hard to argue with that. Back home was good. My buddy Jordan Hastings got married. My quarterback, my old QB1, the homie. I knew we were going to be best friends. From the second he punched me in the face in a game of pool football. That dude he's got a right hook. I knew that was my guy. I knew I was going to be at his wedding, not in his wedding. Because it's rare that you punch someone and then put them fifth down the list. It's like, okay, hey, you gotta walk with my soon-to-be wife's cousin because she's married to your other buddy, Kyle. Now, was the wedding outside? Yeah. Was the wedding a little bit hot? Yeah. Was it a little bit too hot? Yeah. Did I burn the back of my neck? Yeah. But did I look good with a blue polo tucked in? Guys, I mean, of course I did. I'm bringing the tucked in tee back. I'm bringing that back immediately. It's coming back in a big way. There's going to be some pushback. I can already feel that. Like, why are you tucking your shirt in? I'm like, I have a size 30-inch waist. It's size 30. If I'm lying, it's 32. Well, actually, no, it is a 30 because if you actually go around, it's a 30. But I wear 32 jeans because I want a little bit of give, so my junk's not all mashed down. Because you can't have mashed down junk. Mash down junk. I think anybody that wears whitey tighties still, it's like you give it up. You're not Tom Cruise in that movie where he like slides into the. He like slides in the den, and they play Bob Seger. Was that Bob Seger? Can I get a fact check? Operator, can I get a fact check on that? No? Fucking sick, dude. Fucking sick. You wanna know why it's sick? Because it's still me talking to myself. It's just me in a room with. I got 3 different lights going because it's a little bit later in the day because your boy slept in. It was a long week, and I haven't really. I'll get to that. Okay, but look, the wedding was a blast. The one knock I have on the wedding was a little bit hot. Okay, 2 knocks. A little bit hot outside. I wore my white Nikes, not knowing there's gonna be so much dirt. You go to a wedding and you don't really expect dirt. Like, is that crazy? Like, if you're saying like I'm going to a wedding and they were like wear your boots, it's like wait what? Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of dirt there. Like on the ground? No, I mean everywhere. It's gonna be in the air. It's gonna get in your mouth, probably in your teeth. Your shoes, your white Nikes, your Air Maxes, they're gonna be in trouble. And then I looked online. How do you clean dirty shoes? And it had this whole recipe that didn't do anything. Take hydrogen peroxide, and a little bit of baking powder, and some warm water. Get a toothbrush, an old one, not a new one. Don't waste a new one. And then you just kind of like didn't work. But now my white Nikes are forever unclean. That's all right. Wedding was fun. Drank too much. Was hungover, but really just took it real easy. After that, after the wedding, I was like, okay, I gotta chill out a little bit, and I did. I chilled out. Saw all my boys. Shout out JC. Shout out Boski. Shout out Beach. Man, it's good to see Beach. Beach, if you're listening, your jawline is back. This is the summer of Beach. It's summer of Beach. Summer of that jawline. Because it was gone. I'm not saying it was gone. It was inflated like it looked like you died. It looked like, you know, like when a body, they find like a floater in like the water that was just dumped off a boat and they're all bloated and shit. You could almost pop them with a stick. And their face is like that. That's how you looked for the last 3 years. But not, and you know what? Fuck you. I can fat shame my fucking friend if I want to. He used to be fat and now he's not. If he was still fat, I would still say it to him because that's how you get someone who is fat to no longer be fat, is you shame them endlessly. The fact that anybody ever argues with that is unbelievable. I had knee surgery one time. Well, multiple times, but one time I had it, and we were playing croquet. I never forgot this. We were playing croquet. My buddy Jake Balls, and Jake Balls' Grandma Betty. Shout out Grandma Betty. She's not listening. She can't work a computer. She's too old. We're playing croquet back there. I had my shirt off. It was nice. And a girl who was there, she will not be named because I don't really like her, said, "You used to have abs. What happened?" Like, he used to have, like, it was like I hadn't ran in like 3 months. I'm just eating whatever. I'm fucking 19. And I never forgot that. And I'll never not have abs again. I will fucking inject steroids into my neck and tear ducts before I refuse to have some semblance of abdominal cut lines. Do you hear me? And that's why I will be 55 fucking 22-year-olds still. Because 22-year-olds, it doesn't matter how old you are, if you have daddy issues, those don't go away. All right. I think that's, I want to say that almost wraps up. No, that's only 15 minutes. I could do a little more time because I mean I was there all day. Ooh, buckets. Your boy got buckets while he was back. There is nothing better than like you got a ball and a hoop on a nice little court in the backyard and it's sunny outside and you just want to get some reps up. Your boy got some reps. Dust off, take the rust out. Rust off, dust out? Or is it both dust off, rust off? Dust off, rust off is like the name of a really bad improv group. They're like, hey, thank you for coming to our improv jam. We are Dust Off, Rust Off. Can I get a suggestion of a place that you would hang out on vacation that would also fit on the stage right here? Dildo! Could you please not say, because it's hard for us, we can't like be on a dildo? I mean, yeah, you can. You can sit on it. All right, well, 'cause it'd be so nice if you would just help us do our, this is a performance art, and I mean, my parents came, I mean, and my dad doesn't approve that I chose to do this over going to law school, so we are dust off. Dildo! Okay, you already said dildo. Can you please not say dildo anymore? Because if you keep saying dildo, then my dad's gonna walk out. Okay, he's already gone? Okay, he didn't come? Okay, well, dust off, rust off. We take you to this dildo. That was a pretty good riff. Any opportunity to say dildo, I'm gonna try to say dildo. It's just a funny word. It's like dildo and cunt, hilarious. Always funny to me. Yo, you want to see me laugh immediately? Give me a 12-year-old saying cunt, hilarious. Or like a big dildo that has like a suction cup to it that is just hanging from a window, just flopping, like it's like boom, and then it's just hanging like. If you listen to the audio, the act out wasn't worth it, so just keep on listening. Now I talked about the tan. I talked about the pool. I talked about the pool a little bit, guys. Just being next to water is one of my favorite things. You understand this? Like, why is it? Something about, here's what I like to do. It's hot outside. I like to jump in the water, right? And then I get off and then I just dry there. Now, was that the most boring description of what I did for an entire 4 days? Yeah. But again, refer back to what I said earlier about leathery skin that cannot be penetrated by bee stings. Unless those bee stings are attached to a female, and that's cool. All right, that's episode 1. So I'm at episode 1. Boom, done. All right, we're good. Episode 1, cool. Because I'm not gonna break. I'm just gonna okay, we'll stop right